The colonial period in America was a time of significant social, educational, and cultural development, laying the foundation for the future United States. One of the key factors shaping this period was the ability of settlers to move freely to the frontier, which acted as a powerful deterrent against the emergence of a dominant aristocracy. In regions like the Tidewater, where a more rigid social structure could have taken hold, the constant threat of migration to new lands forced political leaders to adopt more liberal policies regarding land distribution, political participation, and religious freedom. This mobility fostered a more egalitarian society compared to the entrenched hierarchies of Europe. Education also saw early advancements during this period, with the establishment of Harvard in 1636, William and Mary in 1693, and Yale in 1701. These institutions reflected the Puritan emphasis on literacy, particularly the ability to read the Bible, which led to widespread education mandates such as the Massachusetts Bay Colony's Old Deluder Satan Act of 1647. This act required towns to establish schools, setting a precedent for public education that other colonies soon followed. Intellectual life flourished, particularly in New England and Pennsylvania, where figures like Benjamin Franklin played pivotal roles in creating libraries, debating societies, and educational institutions that nurtured a spirit of inquiry and innovation. Literary production, predominantly religious in nature, thrived in New England, with sermons and religious tracts like Cotton Mather's Mangalia Christi Americana and Michael Wigglesworth's The Day of Doom, reflecting the period's theological concerns. The rise of the press, highlighted by the establishment of the first successful newspaper in 1704 and the landmark Zenger trial in New York, laid the groundwork for the principle of freedom of the press, a cornerstone of American democracy. The Great Awakening, a religious revival that swept through the colonies in the 1730s and 1740s, further shaped the American religious landscape. Evangelical leaders like George Whitefield and Jonathan Edwards inspired widespread religious fervor, challenging the authority of established churches and promoting religious tolerance. This movement weakened the established clergy's influence, encouraged the proliferation of various sects, and fostered an environment of religious pluralism that would become a defining feature of American culture. In sum, the colonial period was marked by significant advancements in education, intellectual life, and religious thought, all of which contributed to the formation of a society characterized by a commitment to freedom, diversity, and continuous growth.